Good evening, peeps. I'm Auriel Grace, and this is a spiritual show. So, tonight we're going to be talking about love because it's love month and we're talking love. But first, I got a couple things that I want to talk about first. All right. So, I am looking for love stories. So, if you have a love story that you would like to share for a spiritual show this month, please send them to me or at a gang of girls inc at gmail.com. The reason why I share these love stories is because love stories give hope, and hope is powerful, right? The energy of hope is probably one of the most powerful energies that we have, and it can help people, help uplift people, and connect people. So I have a love story for you tonight. So I'm going to share it with you in just a second. So please send your love stories to a gang of girls inc at gmail.com, and I'll read them aloud. If you don't want me to say your name, it's okay. Just let me know. Okay. All right. So I'm doing $50 Friday on Valentine's Day. So if you want an appointment with me for $50 Friday, please email me again at a gang of girls inc at gmail.com and to book your appointment. All right. So do it now. Okay. So the other thing is I'm psychic, not telepathic, and Clearing with Purpose, the Goo and Cooties book, is going to be on sale. It's going to be on sale as a Kindle book. Um, from the 13th through the 20th. So you can go and check it out. It's 99 cents. Right. Hey, Rebecca. All right. So we're going to talk about harmonious love tonight. Well, we're going to talk about unrequited love first, but then we're going to talk about harmonious love. All right. So I'm scheduling the psychic tips of the day for Thursday afternoons at noon. Hey, Iris. And so look for the psychic tips of the day. Check them out. I'm doing them every Thursday. I've got them lined up. So that way you can watch them. And I'm trying to correspond the psychic tip of the day with the shows that we're going to be having on Sunday nights. Okay. That way you guys kind of get a little hint plus a tip. All right. So if you want, go over and sign up for my newsletter at aurielgrace.net, because the newsletter comes out monthly, except when I'm traveling. Sometimes I'll send out two newsletters so that y'all know where I am. Liz! Oh my God, it's Liz! Okay, so so check that out. Go sign up for the newsletter. A couple of you have been like, I don't know where to go. Go to arielgrace.net. It's the front page. Scroll down. Put your email in there. Okay, so I have a love story for you tonight. I wanted to share this story because um, I was just talking to one of my kids the other day, and they were talking about the G girls. That's what I call my granddaughters. They're the G girls. And they're like so awesome. So to me, they're awesome. To you, they may not be, but this is their story. So my granddaughter, Ella, all four of my granddaughters live in Illinois. And the day that she was born, I walked to the hospital from where my office was in Naperville. I walked to the hospital. And when I got there, she had just been born. Like, I don't know how, she was less than an hour old, right? And so, you love your children. Like you see your children and you love your children, right? There's that awesome love that you have for them. But the moment you see your grandchildren, your first grandchild, it just changes your life. The moment I held Ella, like all that love that I don't know where it came from, but all that love that I had inside me just kind of exploded. And I got to hold her. I think she was like I said, like less than an hour old. And he was like this big. But I just felt that shift, you know. And so grandchildren are different than your children. Not saying that I love my grandchildren more than my children, but hey, I adore them. Anyway, so yeah, see, Iris knows. It's like different. It's so different. And so she was my first, Ella is my first grandchild. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen pictures of her. She's now 11 years old. And she's like, to me, the most beautiful child on the planet, besides my other G girls. Now, I have twin G girls, and they are Ivy and Willow. And they're three, and they're total rugrats. Like, oh my God. It's like two little hurricanes going through the house. But I got to hold them in fact, as soon as I walked into the house, my son Gunnar just grabbed me, put me in a chair. He didn't even wait for me to take off my backpack or anything. I'm sitting in the chair with my backpack on, holding my twins. Let me tell you something. Wow. Just a wow. And then I have my fourth granddaughter who now is a year old, and her name is Cora Rose. And she is so snuggly. So, and each time I saw them, or the first time that I held them, my heart just exploded. And so that is my love story for today. So if you have a love story, please send it to me. It doesn't have to be really long, but I love my G girls more than chocolate. So there you go. Okay. So tonight we are going to be talking about love. And we're going to do the love mantra at the end of this. And I want to know how you feel. And I'll talk about the love mantra and see. Thanks, Iris. And so we can see like how you feel and what you can do with the love mantra. And I'm working on another mantra right now, and I'm doing a test drive on it. And if it works, we're going to try it out next month, because already I can feel a shift after doing it for 2 days. I feel myself shifting. And so I want you to feel this great shift too. So, but I have to do this for 15 days, and then I'm going to share it with you in March, and we'll do it. Okay. All right. Okay. So everybody get a mala, because you have to use a mala to do this one. It's not an Indian chant though. Okay. All right. All right. So now we're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about the difference between love and infatuation first. So, a couple weeks ago, some of you know who Kendra is, right? So, I was talking to Kendra because I have a stalker, and so I was explaining to her about the stalker, and she was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, this is what it is." And I was like, "What?" And she gave me this word, limerence. And I looked it up. I've never heard of this word before. And she goes, "Look up limerence. This is what's going on here." And I was like, "Okay." So, limerence means having an intense longing for another person, even when they don't fully reciprocate. The limerent, the person, struggles to think about anything else but their crush, and neglects their social life, work, and other responsibilities as a result. So that's limerence. It's like a crush. Sometimes it gets a little harsh, though. People can get a little scary with it, right? And so when we meet people like that, we need to just allow them that, allow them it, and just say, hey, if the other person isn't reciprocating, step back and maybe think about how you're really feeling. Are you really feeling this to this person, or do you just want somebody to love you, right? So we want to make sure, like, first of all, we're not stalking people. That's not nice. And two, we want to make sure that we're not just fantasizing, okay? Because sometimes we do that. I've met lots of people that do that, and it's like, oh. So in order to pull them out, we allow them, but we gently try to talk them out of it, or gently talk to them about it. Don't say no to them, though, because that is not good. Okay. So that's one thing, unrequited love. And since we have all been through this unrequited love, but we may have children or grandchildren that go through this unrequited love. And unrequited love can come through from other lifetimes as well. And so sometimes people are born and they're just sad and they don't know why they're sad. And they have other emotions too, but they're sad. They have a longing within them and they don't understand what it is. A lot of times it is unrequited love, and that can be assisted with soul retrieval. So unrequited love is a serious thing. I've had several clients who broke up with their persons, and then, like, their whole lives, they allowed their whole lives to just fall apart because of the unrequited love thing, right? And uh one of them actually stopped eating. We had to make sure that she went to the hospital. She had to, go to the hospital and get fluids, and then they actually kept her so that a psychologist could talk to her, because she wasn't eating because she broke up with this person, or the person broke up with her. And her parents were really, like, freaking out about it, and I was kind of freaking out about it too. But when we see someone who has that unrequited love, I always, when somebody talks about, I bring chocolate and a tissue box and sit down and just give them love. Just hold them, you know, because a lot of times when we're getting over heartbreak and heartache, we need that time to heal. And all we need sometimes is somebody's touch and to know that we're loved anyway. Wrap them in pink blankets, just throw them out there. Yes, I use them all the time. So here's the thing, that unrequited love, it's usually um, it's usually from lack of experience with love, such as emotional and romantic stuff. So a negative past experience, having no one to compare the desired person to, because people, when they fall in love, they get excited and talk about all kinds of stuff. Pink blankets, yes. Pink blankets work for everything, including unrequited love. So, so usually, especially with young people, um, there's deep heartbreak, feelings of rejection, questioning your self worth, wondering if you will ever feel love, anxiety, depression, stress, and feeling unworthy. So it's all about disappointment. And I've talked about disappointment before, because when we have expectations, what happens? A lot of times we get disappointed because We have those great expectations. So step back and make sure that, you're the love that you are putting out there for your partner or people is reciprocated, right? We reciprocate. If it's not reciprocated, step back and let it go. Even if you have been in a relationship, please step back and see the relationship as it is. Because a lot of times, we work with people that um, go through these crazy things. And so these things, this deep heartbreak, feelings of rejection, questioning your self-worth, all of that stuff also comes from, maybe a career, your children, your spouse. It comes from those things, and that can cause heartbreak, you know. And so sometimes we just have to step back out of the action to really see it before we step back in to balance it, right? We want to keep that harmonious balance going on. We want to keep the communication going on. But if the relationship is at an end, we need to say, okay, we need to like realize it in our hearts. Bless the relationship, bless it, and start healing ourselves, right? Look to those people who love you, who will support you through this time when you are feeling bad. All right. Don't go to a place where you're feeling anorexic, you're not eating, you're just laying in bed and doing nothing. Don't do that. Get up, do stuff. Smell the roses. Literally, go smell roses. It'll raise your resonance. All right. So, dealing with unrequited love or disappointment. Okay, because mostly what unrequited love is it's incredible disappointment, right? We've all been there, done that, lived through it. Now we're sitting here. But you need to give yourself time and you need to give yourself some love, you know, and you can go and have like Reiki sessions done. You can do sessions for yourself. If you are already a Reiki master or even a Reiki 1 or 2, you can still place your hands over your heart and just breathe light into your heart area. That way it'll help you. Even if you're married now or you're a couple person now and you have a bad day with your spouse or your loved one, placing your hand over your heart chakra and breathing light into that area can assist with lightening it up to where you're open to hear what the other person has to say or open to communicating what you need to say in a good way, right? Because if we know people well enough, we know how to talk to them. And knowing how to communicate with your loved ones is really good. But standing there screaming at each other is not going to assist. Children, spouses, parents, whatever. It's time to step back, take some space, allow them their space. Everybody needs to cool off and then come back to the conversation so that you're not working yourself up to a place where you're angry and then you're disappointed and then you have to go through all the emotions again. So instead, if you see it coming to a conclusion that is not for your highest and best good or the other person, step back. Okay, we're done right now. And let it go because you're not getting anywhere, right? We want to approach all things with love. Okay. I have a bad temper, so I have to rein it in. And I've started to recognize that with myself. Okay, rein it in. Let's go. So I understand that. And I understand too, like, this has worked for me. and we're going to talk about the thymus chakra or the higher heart chakra. I think next week or the week after. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, we're talking about the heart chakra next week. We've got a lot of really good stuff to talk about the heart chakra. This is the book that I use for the chakras. I have other chakra books, but this one is the best one. So you can get it on Amazon. It's a great book, and they break everything down really well. So that's my reference book for chakras. So just in case you guys wanted to, preview the shows. So, all right. Now we talked about forgiveness last week, and I had a couple of texts this week about forgiveness. And when we go through forgiveness, we go through phases of forgiveness. And sometimes daily we have to run forgiveness things too, because we might run into somebody that like like gives a shock or like upsets us or whatever, and we need to go in and forgive, so release that energy so we're not carrying that burden around, right? We don't want to have burdens to carry around. We don't want that. We want to be able to move freely and easily and live with ease and grace, right? So when you run your forgiveness thing, remember, I love you, I bless you, I forgive you, I thank you, I release you. And as you're saying that, you're taking that energy and you're pulling it together and you're pushing it out into the ethers. That way, you're not burdened anymore. And you need to keep doing it until, you're free of it. Okay? With some things, it may take time. It just may take time. With other things, right away. It just depends on how deeply you need to forgive. Okay? And it's okay to forgive yourself. That is the first thing to do. Forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself, you can forgive everybody else. So forgive yourself. Any kind of event that comes up, anything that comes up in your mind or in your heart that gives you unease, release it. You don't need to carry it. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to be burdened, right? So run your release. Run the release thing. I love you. I bless you. I forgive you. I thank you. I release you. Push it out. Don't carry it. And you'll notice too, when you start doing that, you're going to feel lighter and things won't aggravate you as much because you're not holding all that energy, all that goo and cooties in your energy field. You're releasing it. And your energy field starts to get brighter. So, and that's what you want. You want to spread out and be bright. Okay? All right. All right. So, um there are so many ways of meeting people, so many ways of meeting friends now, so many ways of meeting a partner now. There is there's dating apps, there's uh, meetups, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's all these ways of being able to meet people. And so if you choose to meet people, go do those things, right? Go take advantage of meeting new people. Do not limit yourself on friendships and things like that, because we are social beings. And so we like being social, we like talking to people as much as we like having our space. There are times for friendships. And so do that. Go out there, be social. It's okay. Give yourself permission to do that. All right. So many people suffer from loneliness because they're unwilling to go and make new friends. I tell people all the time, right now, I'm not taking applications for friendship because I'm not. Only because I have some things that I'm focusing on right now. And so I'm limiting friendships right now, just like doing that because I have some me things that I need to do. So as soon as I'm done with my me things, then I'll start taking applications for friendship again. But and that's how I say it too. All right. So I do meet people. I have lots of acquaintances and a lot of business people that I talk to. And that's great. And I am comfortable with it. There are a lot of people that are very social and want to get out and about. Please get your high heels on. Put your lipstick on and get your butts out, right? Go do it. Do not sit at home if you don't want to be alone. All right. So there's a difference between alone and loneliness, right? Loneliness is a lower resonance feeling, it is a feeling of despair. Being alone means you're choosing to have some space and you're there. If you are alone in your home, it's okay. Do something, make an Afghan, watch a favorite show, read a book, do some meditating. These are all things that you can do on your own, getting to know yourself. So if you find yourself alone, I'm alone in my house all the time. I live by myself. So I'm always doing something or figuring out something, and I'm okay with it. Some people are not, and that's okay too. But think about who you are and what you truly want. Don't go into that loneliness thing. Instead, okay, I am here by myself. And you may even be feel lonely with people around you, with your family around you. Do something to break that cycle so that you are able to bloom. All right. Okay. So I have a friend that she she met like this really hot guy and they got along so good. And then she is texting me and she goes, "Oh my god, he says he has a girlfriend, but he wants to come visit me in where I live." And I'm like, "Well, he must not like his girlfriend that much." That's all I said to her. And she was like, "Oh, oh." So things like that. Don't limit the way you think. Don't limit how things appear because maybe there's something other than that. Okay. I'm not saying go out and, chase other guys or chase other gals or whatever. But what I'm saying is that don't limit your thinking when you are feeling emotions, when you are feeling love. Don't limit yourself because love isn't limited. All right. And honestly, you are never alone. You have tons of spirit guides and angels, ascended masters. You are never alone. So if you ever feel lonely, connect with them. You will not feel lonely anymore. So people ask me, it's like, why don't you have a boyfriend or whatever? I have a guardian angel named Damiel that will not shut up. That's why. So I don't ever feel alone because of him. So he's always bossing me around. But that's how it is. And you can have that too if you choose to. If you choose to connect with your spirit guides and angels and understand that you are never alone. Ever. All right. So, what is love? Oh, here we go. So, this is from Corinthians 13 4 through 8. Yes, I know the Bible. But this is one of my favorite set of verses. And it is very beautiful and it explains what love is and what it isn't. And so here we go. Um, so what is love? Love is balance. This is from me. Love is balance. Love flourishes and enriches your life. All right. So here's the verses. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast. Love is not proud. Love is not selfish. Love is not easily angered. Love keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil. Love rejoices in truth. Love always protects. Love always trusts. Love always hopes. Love always preserves. Love never fails. So this is this is a great set of verses for you to look at and think about as you're thinking about your loved ones, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, whatever. Think about these verses. And if you have a relationship where there is imbalance, what can you do to bring balance and harmony back to your life? Because most people want to have balance. You know, most people want that. They want peace in their love. Some people just don't understand it or don't know how to obtain it. And all you have to do is take a breath and be truthful with yourself, right? Amen. Right, Iris? Rock on. So look, I'm gonna tomorrow, this will go up on the blog so you can read it again. But these are the things to look at to see how you can balance your relationships, whether they're, spouses, children, nieces, nephews, friends, whatever, so that you can balance love. All right. So think about that. Think about what I read. Think about your life. You know, those verses talk about unconditional love. Last year, I made a promise to myself to push myself, to bring myself into the frequency of love. It's always been my goal to get there. And so last year, I just said, okay, let's just do this. We're going to do this. We're going to try things. We're going to see how we can reach this frequency and maintain it. And why not? Right? So it's up to you to decide if you want to do it. It's been kind of weird for me doing this because there's been some weird things that have happened, but that's okay. And I have been able to go, oh, okay, all right, that's how it is. This is it, and be able to stand back and keep moving, keep shifting, and not allowing things to seep in and maybe even, try to shift me out of the frequency because I want to stay in the frequency of love. So it hasn't been a struggle, but it's been weird. So one of the good things that you could do to release stuff too is laugh. Laughter breaks all recordings. So if you can get yourself smiling and laughing, do it. And just laugh until you're crying. Because when you do that, you're breaking it up. Okay? Okay. Because that's a fun way to do it. Have somebody tickle you. Something. All right. So you've started on the path of love because that's what we're studying about this month. And hopefully we're creating habits of love to assist us with raising our resonance. All right. And so, like I've said before, roses are the smell of love, right? They are the scent of love, the highest frequency. So rose spray, roses themselves, the the smell of roses can raise your resonance immediately. All right. Okay. So you want to find those things that raise you up. All right. All right. So love is love is wholesome and true, and you don't have to, it is full of wonder, but you don't have to wonder about it. You don't have to question it. It is love. It is the energy of love. So everybody asks me about soulmates and stuff. And I'm going to say this right now. I have made tons of videos about soulmates and all that business and twin flames. And, everybody knows I think twin flame thing is junk. So, but the soulmate thing, go through like the videos and find them, or go through the blog and find the information on them. If you, simply put, if you look at everyone as your soulmate, everyone as your soulmate, you will feel that love and connection. Okay. Everyone is special because we are all special and different and awesome. All right. Okay. All right. So that's simply put on soulmates. But if you want to look at it more, go check out my blog. All right. Now I thought we would do this. We would do the love mantra for 1 minute. All right. And so we started the love mantra. I don't know how long ago, Iris. Iris would know, and Rebecca would know. Like how long, I think we've been doing it for 3 years. We do the love mantra. The love mantra is love, love, I am love. So when we do the love mantra, we start with 3 minutes for the first week, 5 minutes for the second week, 7 minutes for the third week, and 10 minutes for the fourth week. And we maintain it. And we do this every day for that amount of time. Sometimes you can do it whenever you want. Love, love, I am love. If that's going to help bring you back to center and into your heart space, do it. So I've had others of you when I put up posts and stuff in the comments. Love, love, I am love. So, and when I see that, I think it's so awesome. So what I want to do is we'll do the love mantra and then let me know how you feel in the comments after we do the mantra. Okay. So here we go. We're going to take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Connect to your heart chakra and breathe light into it. Breathe light into your heart chakra. And feel that energy as you breathe light into your heart chakra. Feel the energy move back and forth like waves on the ocean as you breathe light into your heart. Allowing the heart chakra to just fluctuate and open, and the energy to flow through it. We're going to say the love mantra for 1 minute, and then I want to see how you feel. Ready? Love, love, I am love. 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 Now, take a deep breath. How do you feel? Do you feel like a little bit of you has shifted? Do you feel like you want to do this some more? And that was easy too, you see, because all I did was put the timer on the iPad for 1 minute. Every day, put your timer on your phone, iPad, whatever, and start at 3 minutes. Love, love, I am love. Connect to your heart chakra, breathe light into it, and feel your energy field expand. Feel yourself shift into that place of love. Okay? So let me know if you're going to do the love mantra, if you're doing it, how you're feeling. Yeah, so grateful, right? Because when you have love flowing through you and you're doing that, yeah, calm, right? Just feel it. Feel the love move through you. It will calm you. It'll bring you back to center and it will expand your energy field. So try doing it first week, 3 minutes, second week, 5 minutes, third week, 7 minutes, fourth week, 10 minutes. And you'll feel so different. You'll be able to like do so much more. You'll have great energy and you will also be able to like be in the world, be love. Because what were you made from? Love. That is what is in your core. Okay. All right. So I'm done. I love you. I do. I hope you have a wonderful week. And for those of you that are going to go through the 4 ice storms or whatever the heck they're going to be, please stay safe. Stay warm. All right. Remember, keep your heart open and align with energy love. And I'll see you next week. Bye.